Greetings, dear HMC friends, and today I greet you from the city of Bucharest in Romania. On Sunday, I shared with you the beginning of my journeys, and we looked at the journeys that take place in the Bible, of how when the Israelites went and they made their journey from Egypt to the Promised Land, how God led them physically with a cloudy, fiery pillar. Part of my journey north was stopping at Doha in the city of Qatar, and then my flight to Bucharest, crawling up the Persian Sea, seeing the new World Cup soccer stadium in Doha being built, and then passing countries like Bahrain and then Kuwait. And then we hit a massive landmass from Kuwait all the way north, past Baghdad and over to the Black Sea, the ancient world that was known as Mesopotamia. Today we would know it as Kuwait, as Iraq, Syria and Turkey. But what was so striking is that this landmass we had to fly over was over 2,500 kilometers long. That would be the same as going from Durban to beyond Lusaka in Zambia. And it had a geography that was particular. It was deep desert. Starting in Kuwait, it was quite sandy, then to rocky mountains. And as we began to pass over Baghdad, I began to be aware of the mighty Tigris River, that snaked its way all the way through this desert, passing by Baghdad. But to the left, there was this green strip, and it followed us the entire journey as we climbed up and crossed great deserts. And that was the mighty Euphrates River. The Euphrates, as well as the Tigris, run parallel to each other, hundreds of kilometers apart. But in this deep and long desert, this little strip of green continued, snaking in and out around mountains, little curves. And it was amazing how the green stood in deep contrast to what was thousands of kilometers of just sand and desert. And it was such a reminder to me that in our journeys, God always provides life. Those two rivers brought life. There were little spots when you looked down, you could see small little farming areas, all feeding off those two rivers. And Jesus himself said, I will bring you life, and I will quench your thirst. That even for those people who live in such deep, dark desert, and those countries that are just desert, those two rivers are the life. And so, my friends, it may, no matter what the journey may be, it may be no matter what country we live in and what type of geography surrounds us, there is the source of that life. We followed those two rivers. I've got beautiful shots of dams. In fact, there's also one canal where they have physically diverted the river to bring life to the city, particularly the city of Baghdad. And so too, God does the same in our lives. I will quench your thirst, says Christ to that Samaritan woman. You will never need to go back to the well again. And so, in the journey of life, Christ provides. And so God bless and keep well. And I send love from a chilly and autumn Bucharest. Take care.